I'm Charlene DeChico, your local correspondent, and you're watching RTC Local Community News. To recap some of last week's local news, check out these field reports of events happening in our area. The Great Rib Riot of 2025 was held on Saturday in Stanley at the Prairie Rose Golf Course, where we got to speak to some community members.
Good afternoon. My name is John Woodbury. I am the Secretary Treasurer of the Stanley Rural Fire Department. We are putting on a fundraising benefit today for the Rural Fire Department. It's called the Great Rib Riot of 2025 that we started in the year of COVID 2020. So this year we have 10 teams. And this year we have new judges. We try and rotate the judges around so we have people looking at different flavor profiles and different spices and tenderness, doneness. So that does change from year to year.
John says it's great to see everyone come together in the community and participate in the event.
Hi, I'm Lance Hollinger, Chief of the Rural Board of the Stanley Rural Fire Department. One of the best things is just get the community all involved. We're to just come in where they don't have to travel to another town or Minot where we usually go, and we can just have this in our home backyard. And it's hard. It's a hard pick. All the ribs are fantastic, but of course I'm going to be a little biased and have to go with our fire department and for our People's Choice every year. But
my name's Aaron Skarsgård. I'm the Chief of the Stanley Fire Department, and we're just hosting this. The Stanley Rural Fire Department is putting on a rib cook-off. And this is to raise money for our fire department. And got some great sponsors out here today, and just out here to have a good time. So there'll be places first through third, and also a People's Choice Award awarded. And people will show up and they buy their tickets right over there, and they make their way through and get to try all the ribs. So.
And the People's Choice Award goes to ConocoPhillips out of Newtown in the Lions Song.
Trophies with prizes included were given, and ConocoPhillips had donated over half of the amount of ribs. For more information on winners and this story, check out your Montreal County Promoters newspaper. Charlene DeChico, Local Community News. Here is some other coverage in our county. Take a look. Makoti Threshing Show celebrated its 65th year in Makoti, North Dakota, an organization made up of entirely volunteers. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday events included tractors, tractor shows and pools, races, flea market, the first NDRA rodeo, with church services, lots of fun for kids, and even a live band.
My name is Dar Hoos. I am a director for the Makoti Threshers Association, and we are just wrapping up our Saturday for our 65th annual Makoti Threshing Show, and it also included our first annual rodeo today. It's an NDRA rodeo put on by Abrahamson Rodeo Company. And we've had a wonderful day. We had a lot of participants in the rodeo, a lot of people on the grounds. Right now we currently have the live music going on, so everybody's enjoying the cool down of the weather this evening, and yeah, having some cold beverages and doing some dancing. 65 years, doing anything for 65 years takes generations of families giving back to their community and keeping it going. And to then add the rodeo this year has been such an amazing partnership, and we look forward to continuing the tradition for generations to come.
Rich history and stories of early North Dakota pioneers. The night concluded with fireworks. And a tractor lineup on the way out. Charlene DeChico, Local Community News. And right here in MHA Nation, here's a story to share. I'm Charlene DeChico, your local correspondent, and you're watching RTC Local Community News. And right here in MHA Nation, here's a story to share. White Shield hosted its annual Arikara celebration, and this year we got to meet Dakota Bowen, who came home from the military We got to hear some background and details of his coming home, and even sat down with his family to share in the celebration.
My little grandma here and my grandfather, Dwayne Youngberg.
And then what he's doing is he's actually giving away to people that meant something in his life.
National defense, war on terrorism, good conduct, that's me. God bless, take care of each other. I'm going to ask each and every one of you to say a prayer for this young man and for those that are serving in the service yet today. Because we don't know what's promised tomorrow, friends and relatives. Ask for those blessings. Ask for that protection, to lay a hand over him and protect him and his comrades in service. With that, to each and every one of you, God bless.
MHA Nation is known for taking care of their veterans and honoring them in ceremonies like this.
My name is Dwayne Bowen. I'm the father of Dakota Bowen. I got my wife here, Crystal Bowen. Tonight what we did was my son came home on leave, so what we did here tonight is we honored him by bringing him in, all the veteran groups and other veterans that were present. Well, he's been in the service for going on, I think, 8 years. He joined right out of high school in 2018. There's a native culture here. It's whatever veteran is home on leave, and it doesn't matter branch or anything like that. We usually try to get with that flag bearer for that celebration and coordinate with him what day we can bring our loved one in, and they schedule it so that we're able to take up some of the time but not take up all the time. It's a big financial burden on here. By us honoring them, we help them out a little bit by giving them money or something. We all look out for it. It's a small knit community. I was being in 82nd, I was a jump master with a different army per se, and I got basically foreign jump rings with them. Find a relationship is kind of hard because everybody's related to everybody here. So I joined the military, and I just happened to meet my wife after being in a couple of years, which led to our son.
It's been emotional because I actually have all my kids, and they're all adults now. They all came home and we're all under one roof right now, so hearing all that laughter, all the joking and the footsteps, it's as a mom, I always will miss that. Him being home has been a great blessing because, of course, being military, we both know how it's hard to get leave. It's hard to come home and visit family. It's a blessing. He has grown to be the adult that I expected him to be. It was beautiful. In my culture, I'm Navajo, and not necessarily, I don't know much of the culture up here until I met my husband and participating in being part of the Legion as a veteran myself. And so seeing how the community comes together for the veterans, that is amazing. And not only that, how much each and every one of them, they bring a little something to the community and to those that leave their branches and come home, and how welcoming they are.
We're in Marshall Powwow, and this was missed feeling a little bit. It's been gone for like 7 years in the service, so it's like my actual time being home, especially during a celebration, and it does feel great. Kind of back, feel kind of the family, seeing all the family again that I haven't seen in a long time. It's just great to kind of be back home again and just kind of being able to celebrate with my family, my wife, and kind of seeing more family. So I was nervous because I haven't been home in a minute, and I don't know how usually the process goes a little with how all the military service goes and everything. So it was kind of nerve-wracking a little bit because I was now on the spot a little bit, leading it, and so the badges are sharpshooter. That's for my animal pistol and rifle calls. The ones with the stars means I was overseas for at least over a year, so kind of 4 in the ribbon. It means I was overseas for 5 years. And then I have one right next to it is when I was in Korea. I was in Korea for a while. Then I got the main common ones of the global war on terrorism, the national defense, being a good conduct, so not getting in trouble in the military. Me and the wife, we've gone fishing already, so that was pretty cool. Since I haven't been home, especially during our Powwow season, I do kind of want to explore some of the stands and kind of meet with some of the relatives there.
Sierra Bowen, I am the wife of Dakota Bowen. Getting to be a part of this is really awesome. I didn't grow up around the tribe, so this was new for me. I have not got to watch somebody come home in the military during powwow season, so this was really cool to see and to be a part of, and I'm really glad that I got to be a part of it. And it's amazing having him back in the States because I wasn't able to travel with him when he was overseas, and that's a long time to be apart. And so I'm really glad that he's back now.
The family says they plan to enjoy the rest of this time before Dakota and his wife return back to Delaware. Thank you for joining us here on RTC Local Community News. We look forward to bringing you news, updates, and coverage of events happening in our area. And for some local news right here in Newtown, there's this. The Newtown High School class of 1965 is holding its 60th class reunion July 18th and 19th. That's Friday and Saturday, starting Friday at Teddy's around 5 p.m. and then on Saturday at 11 a.m. for a pizza brunch at the Newtown Senior Center. Classmates will then determine on Saturday what events to do that evening, whether it be dinner possibly at the casino or a ride on the River Willow or hang out at the Senior Center. The classmates encourage friends and relatives to show up and join and meet classmates and maybe even share in some Newtown history. This is a casual event being held for the class of 1965. In some local news this week, events happening in our area include the Mandaree celebration will be happening this weekend also, the 17th through the 20th. Friday, July 18th, Bucking in the Bakken. That will be held in Downtown Plaza. And on July 19th, the Plaza celebration is taking place with lots of events happening that day. Details on that can be found in the Montreal County Promoters newspaper, as well as many other stories and events happening in our area. And the Newtown City meeting will be held on July 16th, this Wednesday at 5 p.m. at the Newtown City building, which is now located next to Subway in the Strip Mall, also next to Teddy's. And for some local news right here in Newtown, there's this. The Newtown Municipal Airport hosted its annual pancake breakfast and airport fly-in, with community members and volunteers showing up to make this a fun-filled event, even in spite of the wind.
Scott and I are both on the Airport Authority board.
Just to let people know we're here. Hopefully we'll get some planes in today, and the kids like to see the planes and just kind of promote the airport and aviation. We're pilots and we like to fly, so we volunteer and keep it rolling.
The volunteers say this breakfast is a great way to keep the community connected, and they enjoy being of service.
I'm Milo Walding. I'm the board president of the Newtown Airport, and I've been involved with this for 27 years. The airport's been here since Newtown was established, so it's changed places. The airport used to be right by the elevators, and then they bought this property in the 70s. I didn't start flying until I was 50, and there was 4 of us bought an airplane together, and we all took lessons, built a hangar out here, and over the years I ended up with the airplane myself. It's a 1972 182 Cessna. Mostly it's back and forth to Bismarck, but I've had it down in Phoenix, Arizona.
Garrett Stubstead, so this plane in the background right here is mine. It's a 1981 Mooney. 3 years, I guess, probably involved here. 2 years since I've had my plane here.
Milo and Derek encourage aviator enthusiasts to get involved at any age to learn how to fly.
It's never too late. Like I said, I was 50 when I started.
These airport fly-ins are happening in many surrounding areas. Keep an eye out for the next one in your community. Join us here on RTC Local Community News for community coverage and events happening in our area. I'm Charlene DeChico, your local correspondent.